Starting the Hayduke.
How do I get down?
Everything is just spectacular.
If it looks like just a pile of rocks, it is.
This is just really hard. Starting the Hayduke. There goes my ride. I'm on the Hayduke. Actually, I'm just like on a road in Arches National Park. We'll call it the Hayduke. Just started. It's April 4th. Around 8:30 or so. And yeah, so the Hayduke is a route. It's not really a trail, from Arches to Zion in southern Utah. And it's known for basically being a choose your own adventure. So there's a lot of alternates. There's an original route, but few people take the traditional original route anymore. So there's a lot of alternates you can take, and you can start wherever you want. And so I basically just started at the border of the park on this roads. I think it's Salt Valley Road, something like that, and got dropped off by a friend that I just met for the first time yesterday. I reached out to him because I needed a place to leave my van and thought he lived in the area, and he's a fellow hiker, and so he knows how it goes and has been very generous with me being able to leave my car at his place for 2 months, and then also bringing me here to the start. So I feel very grateful for him. You know, it would have made my life a little bit more difficult, and probably, you know, given me more stress to have to find rides and all this other stuff, park at a storage facility like I had to do in Flagstaff. So it eases my mind knowing that my van will be safe, and I got to the start really easily. So the first 2 days will be in Arches and just out of Arches, and then I'll walk through Moab, and then from there won't be in another town for quite some time. So yeah, so I've been wanting to do this for years, and ever since hiking the Arizona Trail last year, and being in the canyon, the Grand Canyon again, it just reminded me of my love for this area. And I've been to all the 5 parks here in southern Utah that I'll be going through, so I'm somewhat familiar. I've just never done more extensive backpacking in those parks. So super stoked to see more of this landscape that is the most spectacular in the lower 48, I believe. So probably the most exciting to see this landscape than any other trail maybe that I've done. But there is a definite element of fear and anxiety for this trail, because it's next level for me. You know, like I said, it's not necessarily a trail. It's not a marked footpath like other trails that I've hiked. So it's I actually have to carry maps and I've got a lot of information with me and prepared a lot in research for this trip for navigational off-country navigation, and then like some rock scrambles and little climbs and stuff. So I think I will love all of that, all of those elements. It also, you know, makes travel a little bit slower. So mileage usually goes down for this, unlike other trails where I can do, you know, 25 miles a day. This will be much less for some days. Some days I can probably still reach the 25. So this will be a bit slower going, because I am, you know, not following a trail all the time, and then having to scramble down and up things. So yeah, so it'll be a bit slower, but it's all about seeing the cool shit here on the Colorado Plateau. And what better way than to start from in Arches. It's cloudy, it's a little chilly. I had to put my beanie and gloves on, but it's still like a beautiful day. And yesterday was super windy and super hazy, so I'm glad that I ended up starting today instead of yesterday, or even this past weekend like I originally thought. But it took me a while to cache my food, which I'm sure I'll go into all that later. So yeah, just started, feeling all the feels. Not sure exactly what is the feeling on the forefront. If it's excited, scared, nervous, stressed, all of that. So yeah, so we'll see how it goes for these next couple nights. It's kind of like a little mini shakedown. You know, I've got a different pack than I'm used to wearing. I've got a different sleeping bag system, carrying more water, so going stoveless. So there's a lot of elements that are a little bit different than normal. So we'll see how it goes, and then I can adjust when I go back to Moab. I have a different pack if I need to change and add things from there. So let's go. Came from over there. Found my first arch in Arches. Look at that, Tower Arch. It's hard to get it in the shot when you're so close to it. And now I'll follow this for a while. This is one of the cross-country sections. And now I'm following a wash. It's definitely a little stressful, because you gotta turn the part of your brain off that keeps telling you that you're lost. But I just had to keep trusting that I knew which direction to head, and got here to this wash, and now I'm on the right path. But it can be a little scary for sure. So more doing this, the more confident I'm gonna get. So I know I can do this. I can do hard things. I got this. So this is the slick rock alternative rather than going through Courthouse Wash over there. So basically I'm just going in that general direction. And then I'll get to what's called the end of the wall, and then I have to climb down. I've come to the edge of the wall. Now I have to get down. How do I get down? This is gonna take a while. I already had to climb down through that crack. Oh boy. This is the first difficult thing. Walking along this ledge. For a while, obviously I'm following GPS tracks, so someone has done this before. Many people have done this before. So there is a way. It's just hard to see where that would be. But once you get closer and closer, you can see that there's like, you know, there's like steps and layers to go down. Kind of had to slide down some of those rocks. It's kind of hard to tell depth in here, but I'm getting closer. Look at that. And I think the only way down is down that. I don't really see another way to go. I got down. Not totally sure I went the right way, but I did what I needed to do to get down. Definitely was a bit scary at some spots, but I basically, you know, had to take my pack off a couple times and drop it down and slide down on my butt. When the rock is so slanted, I just get so nervous I'm gonna slip, so just getting down on my butt and kind of crawling is the way I feel safe. So now I'm just gonna keep going down here. Headed to hit the Courthouse Wash and cross the park road. Definitely feel relieved I got that done. It's the intro to the Hayduke, so more stuff like that. So that definitely builds my confidence, knowing that I can do it and find a way. So believe it or not, but this is also like a Jeep road. Don't mind these 800,000 Jeeps. It is Jeep week here in Moab, so that's why there's so many. Oh, you still can't see them all. Oh, they're up there. Oh, can you see the line of them up there? Now I'm walking on the Jackson Trail by the Colorado River. This is another kind of alternate over walking the road, Kane Road. Now I have to get down there. This is Jackson Hole, one of his holes. River's over there. Everything is just spectacular. It makes me sick. Like, come on. Give me a break. Give my eyes a break. Alright, let's figure out how to get down there. So, just came down that. If it looks like just a pile of rocks, it is. There's somewhat of a path, but it's just stepping down on rocks. Almost there. This is the easier spot. And I know I'm on the right track because there's footprints. And a couple of cairns. Oh man, my legs are shaking. I've done a lot of descents today. All right, I need both hands free. It made it to the bottom. Coming down that. And all in there. This would be nice to camp out here, I think. Wide open. I'm in Bears Ears National Monument. Colorado River is just over there to my right. On this dirt road, I just ran into two hikers who I had met on day one in Arches, and I haven't seen them since. So just talked to them for a little bit, and they're just ahead of me up here. So that's nice to know some other people are in the area because it is vast out here, and it's like you definitely feel like you're the only one out here. So let me flip the camera and show you what I'm looking at. Well, I'm having to do my first backtrack. I had gotten off the road because the GPS tracks showed it cutting off part of the road. And so I found a drainage, and it looked like that's what the GPS tracks was going to follow. And then I kept following the drainage, and the tracks went away from the drainage, but I followed the drainage on the map, and it looked like it was going to lead back to the tracks in the road, cutting off quite a bit. And so I was like, all right, I'll follow it. And I could see that there had been Jeeps and stuff down it, so I kept following it. And then the Jeep tracks ended, had to climb up a little thing, and then I just followed this narrow canyon to the end, and then the drainage just stopped, and I got, I guess what you say, cliffed out. Obviously it always feels longer when you're trying to find a trail, but it probably wasn't even that far. Probably maybe a mile. So that's part of it. Okay, I don't think I came down this way. So that's how it goes. Just kind of wasted some time, but I saw a pretty cool canyon and learned a lesson. This is drainage number 2, the right one with the tracks, but you still get to points like this that I have to get up, and from far away it looks impossible. But the closer you get, there will be a way somehow. How? I have no idea. But y'all, there's just no way to even explain. I have to keep doing these 360s because it's like not just in front of me or behind me. It is all around me, surrounding me, enclosing me. Things have gone not the best. It's almost 7:30 and I'm having to walk back because I wasn't paying attention and kept walking down this road for over a mile. Looked at the GPS and saw that I had missed the turn to get off of this road. But even then, it was like, before that, I had tried to take this alternate. It was something kind of like I did in Arches down the Great Wall. It was having to get down this big canyon wall, and I've got GPS tracks of someone that has done this before, and I'm just finding out that it's not as precise as I need it to be. And so I get down there and it's just like there's no way to follow the track. Like I come to the edge, and so I just start going off on my own trying to find a way down, and then I'll see footprints and I'm like, okay, someone else has done this. and I'll get down a layer, look around, see how to get back, get down another layer. I'll see footprints and I'm like, okay. And so I got down several layers, I don't know, maybe halfway. And I just, you know, I was way off of the tracks, but it's like I can't get to those tracks because, you know, this is a canyon wall and there's no way to get back over there. And I just came to a point where I was like, I don't see another way down, and there's no need to try to do something crazy. And I had to make the, you know, in retrospect, it's like the smartest decision, but in the moment, it's hard to make that decision, and where you're like, all right, I can't do this. I'm having to make all these decisions by myself, and I don't have a second pair of eyes, and so it's difficult. And it was difficult to try to find my way back up, because I'm like, obviously there's the lesson where you don't want to go down something you can't get back up. Some OHV people were out here that I saw this morning, and one of them gave me some water, which was nice because the water out here is alkaline and it does not taste great. And then this morning when I tried to filter my water, my Sawyer squeeze wouldn't work. But good thing I have my Aqua Mira as my backup, but that means it's just like has floaty bits in it. Anyway, today's not been great. When a lot of things compile, you just feel like, oh, this is just really hard. But I expected it to be hard. Well, it's day 5. It just so happens to be my birthday. It's cloudy today. But yeah, so yesterday was rough for many accounts. And I mean, like, in retrospect, like, not horrible. Just not smooth, basically, is what I'm used to. So, water filter issues, having to backtrack a few times, missing a turn, and not being able to get down the descent. So it was an emotional day. And, you know, when you're out here by yourself, like, it gets like that. You know, all your nerves are on high alert. You know, you're having to constantly be alert. And yeah, so, but once I got in my tent and, you know, changed into my sleep clothes and had dinner, you know, it's like, I'm sure I'll look back at that day a month from now, or whenever I finish, if I finish, and be like, it was all part of the trip. It made it what it is. You know, I believe in having low days to appreciate the good days. So I'm hoping today goes a little bit more smoothly than yesterday, but I'm just trying to take it step by step, you know, small, short goals, get to the road, and go from there. All right, we got it. We got to get down there. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
That's for sure.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
Oh, you made that look really easy.
It's that just
It's a wind tunnel here. You know what I mean?
And it's wet to grab onto.
Probably can climb back up out of this one.
Really?
It might be easier to climb up, huh? You want your pack now? Are you stable?
Yep.
Y'all just both made it look so easy.
Oh, it is easy. Oh, good. That's the hardest one.
Whew. Being tall helps.
There's always a way, even for short people.
Yay!
Yay, no one died.
It's the birthday campsite. Probably the most amazing campsite. And I'm sharing it with the other hikers. Look at this. We just came out of Indian Creek down there. It was a gnarly way to get out of there. We'll get to Canyonlands tomorrow. Climbing in and out and in and out of these drainages. And we made it to the road in Canyonlands. It's right behind me. And they are right down there. I'm almost at the road. I'm so tired, so hot. Okay. Made it. Now I just walk down this a little bit to the trailhead where they parked their car. You made it to the road! I was like, this doesn't seem like the safest thing. Kind of terrifies me, but I